we present. Welcome to today's US30 Live Session stream. It's about 8:30 a.m. or 8:24 a.m. and I'm pretty much going to start going over this chart and give you the breakdown as to what I'm looking at today and potential opportunities in the marketplace. With that being said, let's start in the weekly so that I can show you guys something here in the weekly. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove these drawings, right? So in the weekly, if you see this wick that came all the way down here, right? So we swept all this liquidity here, right? And we grabbed all this liquidity in the weekly, right? As you guys know, US30 dropped about, if we grab the ruler, US30 from this level to this level dropped about 879 points. So that's a pretty big drop, right? You know, but it's been dropping pretty much ever since, right? So if we go ahead and we analyze like the full drop, right? US30 dropped about almost 3,000 points, you know, from this level all the way down here. US30 dropped about 2,237 points. So that is a fairly big drop, right? However, on the weekly, if you notice, all right, if this stream starts lagging on me again, guys, I'm just gonna pretty much just record the session, and I apologize. Well, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this during the weekend. But if you focus on this, all this liquidity here was swept in the weekly, right? So this is technically still a higher low. Next week it could literally form another green candle here and sweep up this all-time high that we have to the left. However, let's go to the daily now. And if we look at the daily, US30 broke structure right at this level right here. Structure was broken and structure closed below that level on Friday. Ever since then, we've been kind of coming down, and now price did retrace about 50% of this move right here. My stream is lagging. This is not good. I don't understand why my stream is lagging when like the first couple of them didn't lag. But I'm gonna try to stream for you guys anyway. Right, so this level right here came down again, right, and it swept through all this liquidity. This here was a consolidation zone, right, which price, if it was going to continue to go up, should have just tapped into it and kind of continue its move upwards, right? However, price closed underneath it, swept liquidity, right? And yesterday we had kind of this doji candle closure, you know. And today price has not swept the high yet, or has not swept the low yet, you know. I am leaning mainly bearish today, and I'll continue to show you guys how that looks like on the 4-hour chart now. So if we look at the 4-hour, we could see that price right now is in a premium zone, right? So this yellow line that you're seeing right here is the 50% mark of the daily candle, which is the previous day's range. Above that line is going to be premium. Below that line is going to be discount, right? So price right now is at a premium. in the 4-hour, right, price did tap into this order block here yesterday, and it did make this move downward, right? And if you could kind of see this angle here, like this is a low, higher low, higher low. So price does appear like it wants to push up, right? However, for me to even entertain a long right now, I personally would only entertain it above that 4-hour order block that was tapped into and respected. Personally, I feel like anything in between that is a little too risky, so I won't even touch that personally. Let's move to the 1-hour chart here. All right, so on the 1 hour, which I'm gonna give you guys some free game on US30 here. If you see price at a premium zone and you see that on a higher time frame, always keep this in mind. Higher time frame rules over smaller time frames. Okay, it's just the way it is. So the weekly has more power over the daily has more power over the 4-hour, and so forth and so on, right? Now, as you're seeing on the 1 hour here, right, you see how this tapped into this order block, boom, tapped into it, literally came back down to discount. Price always does that, right? All price does is manufacture liquidity, and in order to do that, it must go up and down, right? Up to external, right, down to internal, external. So right now we're at external, right? So where do you think price is gonna go? Is it gonna come back down to internal? Maybe it's gonna come back down to internal, you know? So let's say that I'm gonna entertain a short, right? If I'm going to entertain a short, I'm gonna target this liquidity pool right here, this swing low right here. Liquidity mainly rests at swing lows and swing highs. So above this wick right here, there's liquidity that hasn't been taken yet. Below this wick right here, there's liquidity as well that hasn't been taken. Below here, there's liquidity as well, right? But we could see that this wick came down and it took liquidity here, right? But what has been left behind? That's a good question to always ask, right? This liquidity pool has been left behind, and this has been left behind here, and this has been left behind here. We always look to the left to see what price has left behind. So the left of the chart is always going to pretty much give you the clues as to what hasn't happened yet, so that you could, as a trader, figure out what might happen. And your job is to pretty much just find the highest probability, right? So what level will I possibly look at to say, hey, this is a level that actually has some say, right? So for me personally, I look for strong reaction points on higher time frames at that, you know? So if we look at the 1 hour here, this wick came down here, boom, respected that, right? So price came down, respected that. If we look here, price came as well and respected that swing high here, right? As we continue to move to the left, right, we could see that there was probably other zones where the same, where you know, the same thing actually took place. Let's find that zone, right? Focus here, right here. Okay, let's focus right here. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see something real quick, guys. Let me close out of Discord. Maybe that's Maybe that could open up some space and some RAM. Let me close out of WhatsApp. Maybe that could open up some space and some RAM for you guys. Okay. And yeah. Alright, so if we look to the left, we will see that price in this zone right here that's leaving us right now, price has been respected. So that is one zone that I'm definitely looking at to take my short. Now, I am on Dow Jones US30, basically capital.com. But I am trading YM futures, which is pretty much the same exact chart. It is the same chart, okay? Now, what level is this pretty much coming in for me? That level's coming in at 39,197 for me, right? Right underneath that. All right. Hold up a second. I might just cut the stream, guys. I don't want to do it, but the way that this is reacting right now is totally insane. Like, it's lagging on my end in a way that I haven't seen before, and it's bad right now. It's really bad right now. It's really bad. However, if I can't finish this stream for whatever reason, then I'm just gonna go ahead and just make a video for you, because this could be taking a lot of RAM. But what's interesting about it is that it's taking this RAM now, but it wasn't doing that the first couple streams. So I don't know what got into my computer. It's weird. I'm kind of seeing where all this memory's coming from, and I have all this free space here. So I literally have 32 gigs, but I'm only using 13. So I should have more than enough. However, that's not the case right now for me. It's saying Google Helper rendered. I've never had this issue before. One second. All right. Okay. All right. I mean, I have all this free space here. right. Yeah, this stream, guys, let me just run this quick test here. If this continues live for like the next 5-10 minutes, because I think that there's just too many people in my household that are on the Wi-Fi. If this continues to lag, then I'm gonna cut it and just record a video, just upload it to my channel. Be that briefly. See, but I'm getting more of an inclination that this might be something else. But like, it's fine when it wants to be fine. It just acts up, you know. And I have enough stream because I've streamed before. All right. So what's taking up the Google helper? GPU trading views at 400. OBS is at 300 megabytes. Yeah, but I still have memory pressure, app memory, compressed memory. Yeah, but I still have memory, man. Like, I have 32, I'm using below half of that. So this technically shouldn't be happening. And well, the good news is that I have a brother that's, you know, a tech savant, so I'll pretty much reach out to him and we can sort this out. But for now, I might just cut the stream, honestly, guys. Yeah, guys, so I pretty much apologize. I'm gonna have to cut this stream and just record a video, okay? Either way, we will get around to this, but for now, I know that it's a way. Whoa, this is like going crazy on me, man. Doing like, this is bad. Like, what the heck is going on, bro? Let me go ahead and just stop the stream. I apologize, guys. Those are the levels. Look at them before I stop the stream, but those are the levels that I'm pretty much looking at.